Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins.
Well,
We're actually Thursday, September 20th, 2012. We're recording a little bit early because for the next 3 days I will be away. So you'll be watching this on Sunday as usual, but we're recording early.
Yep.
Okay, it's episode 9. Welcome to new viewers and welcome back any viewers that are coming back to watch us.
And excuse the pug noises in the background. He's
excited.
pacing.
I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7.
And I'm Kari, also known as Jaded Knitter. And please come visit us on our blog, which is twotangledskeins.wordpress.com, or our group on Ravelry, Two Tangled Skeins, Blip, YouTube, iTunes. It's all Two Tangled Skeins, TWO. Yeah, so
Finished with those. 0.
Sweater! 2 weeks, 1 day.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, not bad. I finished it the Saturday after we recorded.
It ain't soft.
No, but that's okay. I like it. I finished it the Saturday night after we recorded, so it's all seamed together and blocked. I just steam blocked it with my irons. And the weather we've been having, it would not have dried inside of 2 weeks. So it's like, screw this, ironing. Ironing is wonderful.
But you like the result.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I just, as you can see, I have a shawl pin in it as opposed to buttons because I haven't gotten out to find buttons yet. And, well, I like it with shawl pins, so I'll just leave it like that for now until I find buttons.
So Rhinebeck sweater, done.
Check. Now all I gotta do is Rhinebeck shawl.
Okay. And that was by who?
This one is Courtney Kelly, and it's out of Vintage Modern Knits, I think. Yes. Yep. And it's done in Briggs & Little Regal on 5mm needle, US 8s. Hello, sir.
You want to come up, Gadget?
No?
Come on. Come on. There we go. Welcome to Sir Pugs-a-Lot. Oh, yes, thank you. So now you've all got your, and I got some Gadget fix. Come on, lay down. Alright, we'll just squish them. He won't go anywhere. Alright.
He's licking my feet. I'm sitting cross-legged, and he decided that one of my feet was, you know, tasty.
Yes. So what's on the needles?
Well, what I have in my hands,
It's all occupied the dog.
works for me, is my new hat. And this is where's the pattern in part? It's going to be hard to see. It is a leaf pattern that's in there. And then it's set up on a background of kind of lattice work. And it will be a, I don't even know what, it's a hat, but it's not a tam.
It's not a beret, is it a slouch?
Slouch, that's the word I was looking for. It's a slouch hat. Because, as I've said in previous episodes,
Hair.
Poodle fringe, not a good look. This is another pattern that I am going to have published, and my sock pattern is up. So all of you people who are asking me for it, it's up. And there's a link in the group, and there is a coupon code for members of the group. Pattern's $4, and there's a $1 off coupon. It's TTS1 is the coupon code. Again, that's written in the sticky in the group.
Yep.
And yeah. Oh, right. This is what happens when we record on a weekday.
Hat.
The hat is on 2.75mm, so US 2. It is done out of Fleece Artist in a very lovely blues and greens pattern, or colorway, I guess. They don't really have colorway names. It's just their sock weight, well, their sock base, essentially. It's pretty, and I like it.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I currently have on the needles is the ever-growing Even Star, which you can see has gotten a little bit bigger because there's the white marker, which is where I was last week, and I'm all the way up. I'm now on the 3rd chart. I just started it, and I hate setup rows. I detest setup rows because I can't do setup rows. Each of the new charts on this has its own setup row. And for this one, it's 500 plus stitches. And
Insane.
I realized that I'd missed half a repeat that was here when I came back to that spot. I basically pulled it off the needles, ripped it back, put it back on the needles. Yeah, I know. Little Nazi, but whatever.
But it was in the stockinette.
Yeah, it was in the stockinette part, so I wasn't worried about that. Although I have, quite frankly, ripped back lace. I will pull it off the needles and I will rip it back.
I just don't knit lace.
Yeah, that's another solution. But I'm really liking how it's coming out so far with that.
He's purty.
I like it. He's purty.
I was watching another podcast last night, and actually, it's called Yarngasm. She's kind of cute, but she's knitting an even star, and she was showing the even star, and then she wanted to show something else, and well, she discovered that when you're knitting a shawl in the round, that it becomes a bag. What she was looking for was inside the shawl. So
I've actually been known to put the ball of yarn inside the middle of it.
Yeah.
So, and that's knit on US, or on 3.25 needles, which is a US 4. Also out of Fleece Artist. That is their lace weight base.
The Saldana 2.
Yes, Saldana 2.
Colorway.
And then I have my almost finished sock.
Purty.
Which is...
Okay, dude.
Sorry.
Don't poke an eyeball out. She's got her new signatures, and yeah, she's scaring me already.
As you can see, it's long. There will be a heel in here somewhere. It's also twisted because, again, pulled it off the needles, ripped back, didn't put it on straight.
It's for you. You're like, eh.
And quite frankly, it's a tube. It doesn't really matter if, you know, it's a couple of stitches taller on one side of the top.
What's the yarn?
This is Opal, and I've been saying that it's Opal Confetti, and I don't actually think it is. Because I don't think Opal is the ones who make confetti. Or made it, rather. It's a discontinued Opal base. I just don't know which one it is.
It's pretty.
I like it.
So, on my needles, I finished the first sock, which I had put on sock blockers last week, but it wasn't finished when I showed you. So, this is the first one. It's finished.
There you go. You have an FO.
Well, it's the first sock. It's not the actual pair.
It's
Half FO.
Sure.
So
what is it that it's Mary Beth from Fat Swirl calls them hoes?
Is that what that means?
That's what that means. A half-finished
she said
object.
it last night, and I was watching her podcast, and I'm like, what the hell's a hoe? I thought it was like, no, everything's handmade when it's knit, but I couldn't, anyway. So that's half, and I have the other one on the needles, and I just realized while we were sitting here before recording, I just kept on knitting and forgot to put the cable in, so I'm going to have to put that down. The other thing on my needles is the Flugen, which is this pattern here. Hopefully there's not too much reflection from the light. It is by, oh sorry, let me finish the socks, yeah. They are by Socks on a Plane.
Way scattered.
Alright, Socks on a Plane by Laura Linneman. It's Three Irish Girls yarn in the Brighton colorway. They're on 2.5 millimeters, which is a US 1.5. That's that. The other thing on my needles is my Color Affection, but it hasn't moved. It's been in the bag because I'm trying to get these socks done for a Cal with Knit Me Happy that finishes, it ends on September 30th, so I'm really pushing to get those done so that I can get some chance to get prizes. The other thing, like I said, is, it's the Flugen. So, I'm knitting the Flugen out of this big bad boy here, which is Cascade Eco Plus. And the Flugen is by Cerelia Rose. Now I swatched it on 8 millimeters, which is a US 11 like they said. I found it big, so I went down to a 6.5 millimeter, which is a US 10.5, because for some reason none of my needle sets have size 7. Like, what's with that? So then I went down to that, and my gauge wasn't right still, so Kari brought me over some straight 7s.
We should specify that 7s, we're talking millimeters here, not US 7s.
Yes.
Because that would just be really weird if a set didn't come with a US 7.
No, seriously. Millimeters, Canadian, yeah. But so I decided to do it on the 8th because I was getting gauge, and so I cast on, this is the bottom. So what do you call this, seed stitch?
Yep.
So I did the seed stitch bottom edge. Now I'm a couple inches in, and I'm finding it's way holy. Like it's just too stretchy. But when I measure, the bottom of the back is supposed to be 24 3/4, but it's only 23 1/2. So
excuse the snoring. The pug is now falling asleep.
But I don't like the texture of this. So if I go down a needle size, you said to go up a size in the pattern.
Yep.
So which means instead of knitting the 40, I'll knit the 44. But what I'm going to do is what Kari suggested, cast on the arm, because then it's not as many stitches on the needles, and I'll have a better Oh, what am I trying to say? I'll be able to better judge if I like the...
Yes, the fabric.
Yes, thank you. That.
Sleeves make really good swatches.
Yeah.
So does the back of a sweater.
Well, I'm not like, well, yeah, I swatched. You saw the swatch.
Oh yeah.
And then I did the sweater. I swatched. She just didn't. Anyway, so I'm not liking it, so I'll do a sleeve and see.
I'd done the back of this and half of a front when I realized, oh right, I should probably measure this and make sure it fits.
Boy, oh boy. So on the wheel, nada.
Mine's still broken.
It's sitting there. I haven't touched it. It means well. It wants me to... I'm not going to say that. That's going to sound wrong. So no wheel.
Use me, Sue. Use me.
Yes. Stash enhancements. Last week I forgot to mention a stash acquisition that I got from someone who is destashing. Did I show this last week?
No.
I don't think I did.
But it might have been back there and I kind of stole it at one point.
Yeah, so maybe that. Anyway, so I got this yarn, which is called Tink hand-dyed yarn.
I will state that I did give it all back after the podcast.
She did. Or else I would have had to search her, but yeah. She gave it back. So this is called Tink hand-dyed yarn. It's from a friend of ours on Rab, who is Crystal, who is Chris, Krys 5797. She hand-dyed this herself. Isn't it gorgeous? It's beautiful. And so she was destashing it, and it had to come live with me. And it is what she calls, the colorway is Forest Canopy, and she calls it her Saki Waki. So Tink Saki Waki. So it's beautiful. Thank you, Crystal. Love it. The other thing I got, I'm in the RAK group, so Random Acts of Kindness group on Ravelry. And I hadn't posted there in a really long time, and every month you go in and you post things that you want, and you know, the big wish. So I went in and posted some patterns I want. I like tea, I collect pens, yada yada, and then my big wish was for Woolmiza. Woolmice? Woolmiza? I don't know how to pronounce that. Woolmice?
How's it spelled? Where is it on here?
Woolmize.
Woolmize.
Okay.
Or, well, Woolmize.
So I said it either green or brown. Well, Sylvie, that's her name on Rab, is Sylvie. She's in Ontario. Within, like, not very long, she sent me a PM and said, I have green, will this do? I'm thinking yes, and I was, like, floored that it was my big wish that got granted. So she sent it to me on Tuesday, and I got it yesterday.
Bonus!
Yeah, so awesome. 575 yarns of goodness. And
Yarns? Yarn!
It is Speak Like a Pirate Day.
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday. Any chance
Yarn.
my husband can say yarn? Or he does it a lot better.
Yarn.
Yeah, so I have to really figure out what to do with this. Selma was saying, you know, do maybe a striped top, but I'm thinking, no.
I know what to do with it.
No.
But...
Okay. Well, if it's good enough to go down her top, it's, yeah, good enough. So that's my stash enhancement.
There we go.
So, you have a stash enhancement. It's
Yes.
not really stash, but I'll take that back. Oh, woman. It goes back here. You can take it again.
She complains about getting stabbed by them, and then she almost stabs herself on them. I'm just going to finish the last
She got her signatures in the mail, and yeah, there's a little funny story that goes along with it, and it was just...
So I got... That's the... I don't know how well you'll be...
Excuse the bending.
Things not to get
It's
stuck
night
in your
here,
foot.
so we don't have the light of the sunshine So I'm hoping this is clear.
But yeah, I got the, this is a US 1, a 2.25, and I got the 8-inch, because as you can see it's fairly long. I have, well, as you can tell by the needle against my hand, I have fairly long hands. And quite frankly, 8 inches, so much more comfortable for me.
Because the 6 would have like just started poking in
yeah,
your
the
hand,
6
right?
will either poke into my palm, or it'll actually poke up here.
Oh, good.
Because this is how I hold my needles. And then the other one I got, let's take these out of the package.
Pretty.
Is these are US 5s. They are 3.75 millimeter. These are 5-inch stiletto points with a 32-inch cable, which is kind of my default.
So that's like set number 3 now.
Yep. Set number 1 is in my Even Star.
3.25s?
Yeah, those are 3.25s. And these are destined to go in a sweater as soon as I get the 2 contrasting colors.
So what is that sweater?
That's the orangey or orange from
Orangian, or?
I don't know how to pronounce it because it's
I'll link it next next up on the needles.
orange anyways is how I've been saying it.
Yeah.
Sweater off of Nitty, I think it was the winter 2011.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And I've wanted to knit it since I saw it, and
It's going to be pretty.
it's going to be pretty.
Yeah.
I'm doing it in a light, oh, the puppy's awake, in a light brown for the body of it.
Yeah.
And then I want probably a cream. And
I basically took your cream, didn't I?
actually, no, those are for mitts. That was why I had ordered these, was I was making mitts with the cream and the other skein of matching fleece hairs.
It's in my color affection now. She can't have it back.
Yeah, I have to go get another skein of cream. But I'm doing, it's a light brown,
Going down?
cream, and then I haven't decided if I'm going to go with a dark charcoal or with a green
Okay.
as the 2 contrast colors. But yeah,
That's going to be nice. Yeah.
I want to get something off the needles before I buy the wool for it, so I don't have something more on the needles.
I do have another stash enhancement coming. I'm going to be knitting this sweater for my husband, which is called the Guston Henley Winter 2012 by Ann Budd. And I basically found some yarn on Webs, and it was $6.99 regular a ball for 220 yards. It's wool SMC, I can't remember exactly. And so I found the color I liked. Sean liked the color, my husband, and it was $3.79. So I said basically we can get it now, it's a closeout sale, or we can wait and see, and if it's there, it's there, if it's not, it's not. And he was like, no, buy it. So I got permission to buy a sweater quantity of yarn. So as soon as that comes in, I will show you.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, something else I wanted to show. A couple weeks ago, our friend Sarah, Soho 30, went to Quebec City, right?
Yep.
And she got me salt and pepper shakers. Sheep. They're sheep. And I love them. They have magnets. So, not that I'll use them for salt and pepper, but I'm going to bring them to work as a desk ornament. So, thank you, Sarah. I love them. And,
Oh, and sweater quantities of wool reminded me. I've been looking for wool for this sweater. The stuff I have is pure wool. It's not superwash. It's a DK weight regular wool. It is very, very hard to find a DK weight regular non-superwash pure wool. Oh my god, is it hard to find. I'm going to have to go to the other end of the city to get it.
do you want backup, Gage? Come here. Come on. No? Yes? No?
But,
So, yeah, your pattern's been published. So
published, and like I
we've
said,
already spoke about that.
up on Rav, there's a promo code for it and everything.
And that expires October 17th.
October 17th.
Yeah. Come on. Come on, Gadget. Oh, yeah. So, whenever you do that, okay, I guess I'm sitting back. Because, you know, dude. So you can, ride back.
Oh yeah.
Less than a month to ride back. Less than a month to ride back. And oh boy, was I pissed off today. I booked a hotel. Motel. Anyways, I reserved it through Expedia. specifically asked them to hold the room with the credit card and double-checked and triple-checked that they would not charge my credit card. Made sure that they knew we were coming in late. Fine. Today I get the Visa bill. Guess what? They charged the room. Was not impressed. But so now we're definitely going.
Yep.
Yep. So it's paid for, so all that's left is gas for the car.
Yep. Oh, yeah, funny story about the needles. Because you had mentioned
yes.
that.
Her boss.
Scattled brain. Yeah, my boss, I was up doing, I'm reception and our mail room and a whole lot of other things.
Reception, mail clerk, photocopier,
document analyst. I basically...
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, I'm the jack of all trades. Occasionally the secretary and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I was up doing photocopies and my boss was staying there when our Canada Post delivery person came. And he goes to the door, grabs the parcel, comes back. He's holding a little white box and he looks at me and goes, "Here, it's knitting stuff." Or it's another knitting machine.
Contraption.
Contraption.
Yeah, so.
I basically giggled with glee, stroked the box, and scampered off to find my box cutter so I could get into it. He just left laughing.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a copy job and I just grabbed it and ran off.
Yep.
It's not like anyone else was using the photocopier. It's mine, all mine. Yep.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's everything.
Might be a shorter episode, might not, I don't know. It's dark out, we don't know.
And
so,
I never remember to bring the kitchen timer with me either.
No, we both have a cell phone, you have a watch, but we never look at it. But
nope.
Hey, it is what it is. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.